be frank. Like I'm kind of slow at things at times. I be picking up on things all slow sometimes, and I don't care. Like I've been to the grocery store 1,000 times, right? And something just really just registered to me I went to go grab like a sack of red potatoes, right? So I'm in the grocery store. I go in, I go grab the sack of red potatoes, and I see this mom and she had her two little daughters with her, right? And so the daughters like they were going to go grab some peaches and stuff, and the mom was like, "How much are those peaches?" And it was like, I don't know, we want peaches. So the mom go look at the peaches sign. She's like, we can go to the can aisle and get them in the can. We get these peaches in the can, they're cheaper in the can. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, that's all right, cool, it's all right, it's cheaper in the can. It is what it is. So I look at the sign for the peaches, and the peaches were like 69 cents per pound, right? And then I go look at the cans, I look at the peaches in the can and stuff. Peaches in the can was like 69 cents per can. All right, for a 16-ounce can of peaches, with the syrup and all the preservatives and the whole 9 yards, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that's kind of odd. Let me go look at something else real quick. So I go over to the meat department, go check out the meat department real quick, look at, what it costs for a pound of hamburger, right? So I look at a pound of hamburger, see what it costs. Pound of hamburger right now, Safeway is about, I think it was like $3.99 a pound, something like that, $3.99, $4.99 a pound. So I go, okay, well, let me just see what canned meat costs. You know what I mean? I'm curious now. Curiosity button is just flowing now. Let me see what canned meat costs. So I go over to the aisle where they got, the Spam, they got the Vienna sausages, you know what I'm saying? They got the devil's meat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it's called. I didn't eat that when I ate the Spam and I ate the Vienna sausages. I know what those are because I ate those before. All right. You know what I'm saying? So I go look at that. I'm like, damn, Vienna sausage, 39 cents per can. Damn, what's in the Vienna sausage? I look at the label, look at what's in them. I said, damn, I can't believe I was eating these with sardine crackers and hot sauce. Okay. All right, cool. And so my mind just went to running and thinking. I'm just like, America has been training us all these years to be broken in how we think and see food. Like the stuff that like we should be eating is the most expensive thing in the store. And the stuff they're pushing us to eat is the cheapest thing. But not only is the cheapest thing, it's causing us the most harm 5, 10, 15 years down the road. And what amplified this is when I went down the water aisle where they got the water and the soda at, and I could get a case of Pepsi for $2.99, and it cost me to get a case of water $5.99. We've been trained to be broken, y'all. It's why 75% of America right now is 75% of America right now is considered overweight. And I told y'all this once before. America's the only country that will sell you the problem in one hand and sell you the cure in the other. Like we gonna sell you the food that we know that's gonna make you obese, that's gonna make you overweight. That's gonna trigger everything inside of your brain to want more of it. We're gonna sell you all that, and then you're gonna get to a point to where that not only that you're overweight, you're considered obese, and now the new thing is pre-diabetic. That's the new bad boy they pushing now. Pre-diabetic. So we're gonna feed you all this stuff. We're gonna make you pre-diabetic or diabetic, all right? And here you get the cure. The cure is over here. Well, we need your pre-diabetic medication now. We've been trained to be broken. It's like a completely broken system of this give and go that they're doing. Instead of like just go ahead, instead of actually teaching everyone how to eat, they're saying, nah, this is the cheapest way I can feed the people. And then we got a solution when the people get too big. So I'm gonna feed you all the horrible shit, and then I'm gonna sell you some drugs to handle the horrible shit that you've been eating. But keep eating the horrible shit, because we're making money on that. Now we're gonna make some money on you by giving you some drugs. And I was just looking at some data where, I was looking at some data where it used to be your A1C level, it was considered high at 7. Now your A1C level is considered high at 5.3. The numbers dropped in the last 6 years. Numbers dropped because now they had pre-diabetic medication that we can put you on. Numbers dropped because now we got Ozempic to put you on. See, we got some stuff for you now that if you're overweight or if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, we got some stuff for you now. All right, you diabetic, get on insulin. Now you're on it for life because we already trained you to feed yourself the cheap, horrible foods. Now we're going to train you to take a shot so you can keep eating the cheap, horrible food and keep the same cycle going until you aspire, like the peaches in the can when you toss them in the garbage. Like we've been trained, like totally been trained to be broken. Like COVID gave us that permission to be broken. COVID amplified it. All like most of the, like when I'm sitting down chopping it up with people about where they are inside the free 99 solution stuff that I'm doing, just to help them find a solution, close the gap to where they're at. Most of the primary thing that come up, I picked up 15, 20 pounds during COVID. You know, when COVID happened, I picked up 15, 20 pounds. I was just doing Uber Eats. I had a Peloton in my house, but it became a coat hanger, and Amazon. I did a lot of Amazon shopping when COVID was here. And so those same habits just kept going. I still do Uber Eats. I got a Peloton that I probably need to sell. I'm never going to get on again. And I still got a whole lot of Amazon packages at my front door. And like anytime as human beings, it's an innate, it's in us to hunt, to go out and hunt for what we want to eat. Like prehistoric days, that's all we did. Caveman days, that's all we did. We hunt. We had to go out and hunt for food. In modern times, going grocery shopping is hunting, because you got to weave through all the BS to actually pick the foods that you really need. Meal prepping is hunting, because you got to actually take the time to prep out and map out what you actually going to prepare for the week, or what you're going to map out and prepare what you're going to have for the day 1, 2, and 3, and then re-up that prep up again for 4, 5, and 6, and 7, or however your split is. Like cooking your food is hunting. In modern times, it's hunting. That's the closest you're going to get to hunting, unless you're a true hunter. But Uber Eats has eliminated all of the hunting. Your food come ready to go. So it's giving you permission just to sit at home and just chill and wait for the food to come, wait for you to still be in that same relaxed mode, same sedated mode, or just absorbing and consuming, and then you walk by the mirror, try to figure out what the hell happened. Like, how did this happen to me? How did I do this to me? Because you've been conditioned to be broken. And it wasn't just one big overall thing that happened. It was little things. Just like the lady in the grocery store. Those peaches cost too much. Let's go get the canned ones. Little things. And so now we're in this situation where now we're trying to figure out what are the right steps, like to get out of these positions that we're in, to get out of this position of, okay, I need to get some weight off me. Okay, I know I need to build up some lean tissue. Okay, I know I need to start, like figure out what I need to do to eat right. Okay, what's the steps? But the harsh reality is, like, when we come in here, like, we could give you all the tips, all the steps necessary, but at each step, there's a certain mentality that goes along with that step as you start to lose weight. There's a certain mentality you have when you're 350 pounds and you drop down to 325 pounds. There's a certain mentality that happened there. There's a certain mentality when you go from 200 pounds and you go down to 180 pounds. There's a certain mentality that happens there. There's some steps that went along with a mentality. So as you're mapping out all these steps to get to where you want to be, you got to remember, you got to develop the mentality to go along with those steps. Because without the mentality to go along with those steps, all you got is some steps that seem impossible to do. But the primary thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to create a very compelling future so you can actually continue to chase what you're chasing after. Because the more compelling your future is, you will let go of what you're currently doing. You will release it. You won't hold on to it anymore. You won't hold on to the fear of hanging on to it because you don't know what's coming next. But if you develop a compelling future of what life looks like for you, 10, 15, 20 pounds lighter, if that future looks hella bright, you'll let go, you'll unleash the fears and you start grabbing on the faith. But that future has to be massively compelling. It has to be more compelling than you holding on to the fear of what will happen next. So I'm gonna wrap this up and just leave you with this. Like, you ain't as far off as what you think you are. You're really not. Like, if you here tonight and you ain't you here to like share, not only share, discover what you've been learning about you. You've already taken the steps in the right direction. And the more steps you take in the direction, which will continue for you to create that compelling future of what you're looking for, when you walk past the mirror and you see and you actually look at yourself, not glance, not close your eyes, not whip your head real fast, but you look at yourself, all them steps, all the mentalities that you put together to create that body that you actually stop and look at in the mirror and go, damn, I did that. But you're not that far off. You're not that far off at all. So let's take some steps, y'all. Let's take some steps tonight towards that compelling future. Let's take some steps to you getting some tools and some tactics that's going to help you inside of this game called macros. Because that's all it is. It's just another game. It's just another game we playing. Whether you playing like Rubik's Cube, Nintendo, Sega Genesis. I'm sorry, that's me. I'm old school. Sega Genesis, PlayStation. It's just another game. But so this is a game of life. This is a game of changing your life.